32 now on the Kiwi.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Kiwi.
It should be personal, and it must be personal. That's what we're looking for. The key, of course, is what appeals to you as the author. The first film I ever did was A Day in My Life. I thought, what am I going to do? So I thought I'll just write a day in the life of me and how I decided not to go to school because I hated school.
That there is Ridley Scott talking about a project just announced by YouTube, a historic global film experiment, they are calling it, that will document one day on Earth. That is the 24th of July 2010, as seen through the eyes of people around the world. The project will be produced by Ridley Scott, directed by Academy Award-winning director Kevin MacDonald, and filmed by you. This sounds very, very extraordinary. Well, to talk with us about it is Sara Pollock, who is the entertainment marketing manager for YouTube, based in California. And Sarah's with us this morning. Hello to you, Sara.
Hi there.
This does sound really ambitious, only for the fact that with the millions of people, millions of users around the world, this could potentially get huge, couldn't it?
It could indeed, and we hope it will. I think it's a really exciting program because it does have such a low barrier to entry. We really just want people around the globe to take out their cameras on July 24th and film whatever they think represents their lives, and to submit that footage to YouTube so that Kevin MacDonald and his editors can sort through all of it, and hopefully there is a mass of it, and then pick some of the videos to be a part of this documentary film. And
how did it come together? I mean, did Ridley Scott approach you guys, or was it sort of a two-way thing going on?
Sure. Well, our marketing team approached Ridley Scott's company a while back. We were really interested in doing something in the film genre. You may be familiar with the YouTube Symphony Orchestra, which we launched last year, and that provided a great opportunity for classical musicians to be a part of this global symphony conducted by Michael Tilson Thomas. And we recently announced YouTube Play, which is a similar program for artists, and it's a collaboration with the Guggenheim. And we really wanted to do something with film because obviously, YouTube is a video site. Filmmakers have been using the site for years. It's important to us to engage with that community. So we reached out to Ridley Scott's company to sort of brainstorm some ideas. They brought on Kevin MacDonald, and Kevin had the idea to basically create this time capsule that would be a documentary film that would really represent what it meant to be alive on July 24th, as seen, as you said, through the eyes of people around the world. So that was sort of how it came about.
Is this also an opportunity to kind of make order of the chaos? Because when you think about YouTube, there's what are the stats about how much video is uploaded per hour?
I believe it's around 24 hours of video every minute.
Every minute?
Yes.
and that's coming from all over the world, and it's all kinds of footage. Does this idea make order of the chaos in some ways?
I think in some ways it really is meant to celebrate the chaos more than make order of it. I think, Kevin ultimately can speak the best about his vision for the film, but I think at the end of the day, based on my understanding from him, it really will be a fairly artistic and experimental film. He's a terrific filmmaker. He has really proven himself both in fiction and in documentary in the past, and I think he's really excited to put together a film that does kind of celebrate all of the different types of content that exist on YouTube and all of the different perspectives people have about what it means to be alive in our world today. And he very much wants to celebrate the differences rather, I think, than try to necessarily tell a specific story out of them. So, I think a lot of it will depend on what he ends up getting, and it'll certainly be very experimental, very visionary.
I mean, is this something, Sara, that you personally enjoy as being part of YouTube? Is the DIY, do-it-yourself ethic that goes on? Because you've got a strong background in traditional filmmaking, and being behind the scenes, and so this must be quite different to what you've previously done.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think my own personal career change from traditional film into digital media, I think, has mirrored the way that the industry has gone overall. And clearly, there's still a lot of great content that comes out of Hollywood, but increasingly, YouTube and similar technology companies have changed the way that content is created and consumed. And, we've really empowered filmmakers both filmmakers and just, regular people, to become content creators with worldwide audiences, to tell their stories, to decide what stories they want to hear, who they want to watch. It's very exciting, both for me personally and I think for anybody who's a part of this new world. And this program is great because I think it really, for us, it really builds on that sort of promise that we've made to people that we are going to continue to democratize media.
So is there any particular kind of footage that you think Ridley and Kevin will be looking for? I mean, how should people document their day?
Sure. So I think, what's most important to Kevin is that people are honest and truthful and real and raw. He does not want to see edited short films. He wants to see people in their real world, in their real lives, as, beautiful as that may be, as ugly as that may be, as sad, as happy, as extraordinary, as mundane, as is real for that person. And he's actually asked people, in addition to sort of shooting a glimpse of their lives, to answer some questions. You can find these on the site for the program, which is youtube.com/lifeinaday. And he asks people to, if they have the time, also tell him, what are they afraid of in life? What do they love? What makes them laugh? He really just wants to understand who the people contributing to this film are, what inspires them, what makes them tick. And that's how he'll create a film. And in terms of the rules, there are very few. People can submit as many videos as they like, as few, as long or as short as they think is appropriate. Ultimately, all the content has to comply with YouTube's terms of use, but beyond that, it's really an open call for people to shoot what they want to shoot.
So really, this is also, I suppose, an opportunity for people to get involved and upload stuff to YouTube that may have never have done it before, because maybe they've thought that the stuff that they do is kind of boring, because often the stuff that rises to the top on YouTube is the extraordinary, is the crazy, is the kind of far out there.
Sure, although, you think about some of the most watched video clips that exist are simply babies laughing, and that you might not think is an extraordinary moment, but clearly there's something about a baby laughing that has made, millions of people around the world feel certain emotions. And I think, that speaks to what Kevin's saying about you film what matters to you, and we'll sort of see how the rest unfolds.
Yeah. Well, it is happening all on July the 24th. There is the website as well, youtube.com/lifeinaday for all the details there as well. Sara Pollock, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That is Sara Pollock joining us from California. She's the Entertainment Marketing Manager for YouTube. Time now here on Kiwi is coming up to 20 minutes away from 10.